Hello and welcome to What's That Behind You. Today's video is about the fine line between reality and haunted fantasy. A story shrouded by the truth. The story of today is of the Penyffordd farm. Nestled in a remote area near Mold in Flintshire lies Penyffordd Farm, a 15th century farmhouse that became the epicentre of one of the most captivating ghost stories in the country. Between 1997 and 2010, this seemingly quaint, historic dwelling became known for a series of otherworldly occurrences that led some to deem it the most haunted house in Wales. Today's story begins in 1997, when the Gower family, headed by David, a headmaster and a chemist, his wonderful wife Rosemary and their children all moved into Penyffordd Farm. Once they'd moved in, a pivotal moment that would later be deemed as the catalyst for the hauntings occurred, when they moved a gravestone leaning against the house, which bore the name Jane Jones. The stone revealed that Jane had died in 1778, at the young age of 15. Rosemary Gower later claimed to have seen an apparition of a pregnant girl, cloaked and appearing mournful, wandering through the garden of the property. Historical records seem to align with this vision, as there was indeed a Jane Jones in the area who had died at that age, stated on the gravestone, likely in childbirth and denied a church burial due to her unmarried status. The moving of Jane's gravestone, whether coincidentally or consequentially, seemed to open a floodgate of paranormal phenomena. After the movement of this stone, words in Welsh, such as peace, began to mysteriously materialise on walls, their appearance eerie and unsettled, despite the calmness of their meaning. Objects around the house appeared to move of their own volition, but perhaps the most startling incident was reported by Gower's daughter Nicolette. After her parents moved to Eastbourne in 2002, Nicolette remained in the house with her husband and baby son. One night, she awoke to an alarming sight. A hooded figure resembling a monk was leaning ominously over her baby's cot. This vision, if genuine, would be enough to petrify anyone, and Nicolette's recounting of the event was imbued with palpable terror. But, as with many tales of the supernatural, skepticism shadowed the Gower's family claims. Rosemary was not a reclusive, quiet figure. She spoke quite openly about the haunting experiences on television shows and to the press, which prompted whispers within the community that she might have concocted the stories for attention. Could the hauntings of Penyffordd Farm simply be an elaborate theatrical ruse? Throughout the years at the farmhouse, multiple investigations have been made into what could really be going off. Over 300 perpetrated paranormal events were documented through video footage, audio interviews, photos, and eyewitness accounts. Further skepticism arose from the scientific community. A chemist put together a theory that the mysterious words appearing on the walls could have been craftily created by writing with salt water and painting over with silver nitrate. Exposed to light, this chemical concoction would reveal the ghostly words. A clever trick, and one within the skill set of David Gower, with his background in chemistry. Complicating the story further, was a psychologist Malcolm Schofield's notion of priming. A year before the Gower's haunted experiences commenced, Irish hikers in the area claimed to have seen an apparition of the Virgin Mary in a nearby field. Could Rosemary have been subconsciously influenced by these reports, her mind thus primed to perceive paranormal occurrences in her own home? Amidst the swirling storm of spectral claims and sceptical rebuttals, the Penyffordd farm narrative is tinged with the tragic at the heart of this tale. There is a young girl, Jane Jones, whose short life ended in sorrow over 2 centuries ago. Whether her spirit truly lingers on at Penyffordd Farm or not, her story, resurrected through a gravestone, has become intrinsically woven into the haunted legacy of this ancient Welsh farmhouse. To this day, the haunting of Penyffordd Farm remains as divisive a topic as any. Some view the Gower's family experiences as genuine encounters with the unknown. It is a story that, much like the apparitions themselves, lingers in the space between reality and the supernatural, leaving us to ponder where the truth really lies. This story is soon to be shown on the BBC, covered by a presenter and harrowed as one of the most convicing and thought-provoking documentaries on the supernatural. Have you already heard this tale? Please let me know down in the comments. If you have enjoyed this, then please leave a like, and also consider subscribing. But for now, leave the stones where they lie, and don't be afraid of what's behind you.